Good morning, community. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning, recipes, and a little bit of everything. It's a little warm this morning. It's humid, but you know what? This is the kind of weather that acts like it's going to act right before Thanksgiving and right before we get cold. Normally, that's when people start putting up their Christmas lights because we know the cold is coming. So getting ready for church this morning. Time changed, so I was up a little earlier than I needed to be, but that's okay. I'm an early riser and I don't mind it one bit. It's going to be quite warm this week, and then we get another cool down, but it's not going to be like last weekend when we really got cold. I'm eager to see what's going to happen after next week, see if we're going to start getting colder as we get towards Thanksgiving. But there's a couple of things that you need to be aware of. Tuesday is voting. I cannot tell you how to vote, but I can tell you what's at stake. A couple of things that are important to us are the property taxes. So if you're here in Texas, you know that we had a property tax cut. And a lot of people think that it's a done deal, but it's not unless the voters vote for it, which I believe is Proposition 4. So you guys need to go look at that. You need to read all the propositions. I think there's 12 or 14. And educate yourself on those, and then you need to go vote. If it does not pass, that nice little property tax break that we got, we will be billed for that balance in January, and none of us want that. And you know, guys, we have talked all year about how property rates are going up here in Texas and how there's just a mass move in and causing our property values to go up. So you guys, you want to educate yourself on that, and you want to go be prepared to vote. Another one is Proposition 1, which is a farmer's bill. And what that's going to do is it's going to protect farmers. Now, there are laws on the book that do protect farmers, but this one in particular is for those of us that kind of maybe live a little outside the city limits, at the risk of maybe an annexation on down the line, where they could come in and say, our land is no longer zoned for growing food or for farming. A good example of that are people that that go buy land or have land that they're doing hay, that they're running hay on in the city limits. If your grass is over 12 inches, then that's a bad thing. But even hay, so if you're trying to run hay and your land gets annexed or you're in the city limits, you might get fined and you might get in trouble for that. So you want to go read Proposition 1 because it gives us a little bit added protection, so that if we are ever annexed, that a city cannot come in and say, oh, your land's no longer zoned for that. They have to have a good reason. They have to have a good reason to say that you can't farm on your land or plant on your land. So you want to read that. And also there's some propositions for the teachers out there that you want to look at. So be sure and go read your voting guide. And Tuesday is voting day. You need to take all of this into consideration. We need protection, guys. Small farms as well as big farms need protection. And those bills, I think, will help us. So again, I can't tell you how to vote. I can just tell you what's at stake. And you guys need to go out and educate yourself and check it out. So like I said, this weather is indicative of cold weather. Some little doggies going crazy over there. This weather is indicative of cold weather is on its way. We normally get a warm up before we get some pretty cold weather. It's going to be an interesting year, guys. It's going to be an interesting year to see what we do with this farm this year. So I wanted to give you guys an update, tell you I love you very much, and I will see you soon. Take care, God bless, and go vote.